อาจารย์ที่ที่ทำคือสิ่งที่ดีอ่ะลงโลกโดยสักทีให้คนทำกันดีไม่ได้หลักของการศึกษา
เว้ยพอลิการดิงะอันไกลชั่วมากจ้ะเกทำสุภาพไกลจ้ะการช่างเลยสิIsreal Shikal dengan tu Zophei dan pictures tahu dengan singkat kena tincang dan apa dia akan salah.
Okay.
Jika dicekok dia kalau tahu misi kita akan contoh misi. Hah? Dia kena Toronto zone check dan simple Toronto saya kata siapa di Toronto sih selain cima jen mengkat naktan oke kan mulai kena seban beri bakal connection welcome to Isreal Lord bless you out of Zion and may you see the good of Jerusalem all the day of your life. Psalm 128 verse 5. Tu he Israel Telvis kwa biju kan pan airport in kan chua e tong muka antini lai ko le minivan in kin kan kan don e senior pastor si ka kan time driver si sia chen sia peter si an hong le ken kan chat chemen pa alaku ki 13 mt si wa ke kan na tu tan control ta sai si long untuk insan tu bantukin Isreal damping kan pakota kan no Zophei Baptist Church Khrihfa buminin retreat kan kalmi se Isreal nama retreat kan kalte lai ti yang mani kan buat ballo oi ba tha kan lo kan pe lai tu he Ben Korean International Airport in hotel kan chum na kan kan du si ke dong thong see. Kan phat chang kain. Mui pa la kebra ha mui to le. Be tangkat sela lang.
Sai tu beja.
Currency. Sing jambang ini tak ending yang kali thoi anma long thong service ni bas kan Malaysia nak dia dalam chutang dong ending no pasal pasal dia sama sama dia kau kata dia Bakal pa naman siya. Amoy pa naman yung hanan na kuyabe. Pinagkikit langkam kita Malaysia yung utaraya kasi ko siya. Hindi man siya lang. Utaraya bakit siya?
Siapa lagi? Bela suci.
Tinggal Cimika. Salam sa Malaysia. Traffic din.
Buwan ka siya. Direct lang siya.
Ato, hadir ni Dr. Town Boyfriend si. Ato hi Israel boleh pita bisa langkah siko saya bentuk program dan pak.
Isreal ramhi Khrihfa mini kasusa tu ramsi. Jon kanma Zophei Baptist Church. Khrihfa buni kat kabaca kema. Sekading dia kata tu mista tu di Khrihfa apa kali lapas saya beriat Isreal ram lebih lebih kuat panas se.
Boy dah kata Israel minta depan bal tetap mo.
Boy dangahin Isreal ram cungtai gelbalau. Apa kan keheleng mang? Itu bentuk, bahasa itu bentuk, Filipina itu bentuk, Rom itu bentuk kalian mau nadin, ama Isreal ram tangahin gelbalau.
Ato noong na munhi zay bentuk Honda CG zay bentuk 5 tumbia dah ni timika nakasumpong ano.
Mamuni Khrihfa he petain tombia rulung taksi. Tachunang mahe Jacob ni amangmani. Cuma menliwa bancung mile ane pai nakong. Hingga Jacob ni bancung mi atet nakong. Isaac ratunak atau anak unma. Jalang silogin hihi. Bible tiap saponi jun Jericho pasong hi. Hingga hi Jim dia anak huning si.
Ki in kita zay bentuk inda si ki walam tung par alang mi ki zay bentuk inda si.
Mainki anchimnaga John mahi Jaffa disko Jaffa kan timi jo tiang pol ni tongta chim nai gospel kali tongta chim mi ahnubi anthana si den chim man thanua hin thongta jo changi Roma thongta Jota mapilona ga maki Simpira Church dia lamkal tu Peter Church dia ini dia ngah apa bisa sih?
Kalau
Thank you. Dia paling
to
betul.
wanjau thang si mahi he Zophei Baptist Church men si atu hi Israel ram ankal tianin tin hai zai bentuk program dan ankali nama Church men dia monin Khrihfa bun hani zai tanan rom min ham mo zai bentuk pasai dan ankal ko zai tin dan ankal da kasimpong mo
2017 chunga Khrihfa bunik tim tu anak nge mi chunga pasta patni le uba broken se pariat kaza pite kan se tu hezar khachung cham ding kan se
ani khat nang nan phak ste
ani khat nak se
zetinda Israel ram hi along patang in na thai peng ni zetinda Bible chak sura chun narel peng tika amhun ta tang nalam tika zetinda na feel zetinda na khansa kan tika la cho
tampi an chip mi kan thei mi he adang tu amun ma kan than tika tin long jong adang tha tuk nusan
kalon tulio I kan Kalnak hi pastor ko ni chimban to kha se tu zan nei kampala hin hotel kan tin than te lai kadang hundang kan Kalnak chu sia chem te polong ni voidanga an bak chim be te lai kalon
Is a great saying, history is
hi khor hi zawa chun khor so alo na te in khor so selo tia amun ummi ni an chem chu zai khor ko da singha ti mi kha ai ka hen senior pastor pa ni atoi fian nak te chim lai ni zai da se ka zon nan Kalnak he kan Kalnak he
ma hi Jesu Christ chol ham pi umzu thum songa kana mi phun anda umnak kana mi phun ra swang mu fortress sedo si dia anta chen tie
se hi rem pitani na chap du mo
se ma he khanan mi phun pol alran chemi hum su thum phong thang khanam hum si ti khanan mi phun pol ana ba nak hum ha mo
se hi amhun so chalo na ten tuan bia ngai mi si ti kha chim ka du mi si ka lo
sin mo ka to dong sa
na avisi galani chun la va ding ni kan ni thoi ril kam kan pal cho se an ko hi ril kam ba ka se de tourist bus kal la bin kan koi ne se de kan ko chung se ra na song hi kan ma he ko khan ba ti kan si kan ni ko
dangerous place in the front. I'm going to pass in between you and give you a stickers to put on yourself. I don't know the faces yet, so the first day it's give me some idea to find you if you're getting lost. And there is too many tourists right now in Israel. It's a big lines everywhere. It's all packed. So I want you to have at least the number of the office to call, and on the sticker there is the number of the office. So when you call, I hope you are not going to get lost, but if you lost, you have the number of the office, you tell them that your guide is Khilik, they contact me and direct me how to find you.
yeah
Okay? And then we talk about the rest. 50,000 people living in Jerusalem, about 450,000 people living in Tel Aviv, and the third city in size is Khrihfa with 350,000. All the rest are smaller than this. Together, 8.5 million people living in Israel, which is divided to about 5.5 to 6 million Jewish, which is living in here. We have about 1.5 million Israeli Arabs, which is living in here, which is also divided to about 250,000 Christian Arabs. The rest are Muslim Arabs. And then we have all kind of minorities like the Druze or the Baha'is, which the sources of them is Muslims too. And then we have today also Cherkess, also Muslim sources, and Mormons from the state. A lot of them right now in Israel. And the Mormons, there's a new story. You know that the Mormons like to convert people to be Mormons like them, which is forbidden to do it in Israel. And there was warning that if we catch them doing this, they find themselves on the first plane back to the States. So they behave nice, and today their IDF also have some kind of a university in Jerusalem, and they're keeping the rules. Now, the biggest town, as I told you, is Jerusalem, but the important town is Tel Aviv. because all the fun, all the business, it's all in Tel Aviv, which looks like the biggest one, because around Tel Aviv there is a lot of small towns like Ramat Gan, Givatayim, Bnei Brak, Herzliya, Petach Tikva, Rishon LeZion, Rehovot, Ness Ziona. Maybe I forgot some of them. And together they have created a conglomerate of about 2.5 to 3 million people living on the same zone, which means the third of the population of Israel living in the area of Tel Aviv. So this is the most important area in Israel, and because of this also the most expensive area to live in Israel. If we're talking about the average apartment of about 100 square meters, which is not big, 3 bedrooms, 1 living room, and you want to buy it, you're coming today the center of Tel Aviv to about $1 million. Expensive. Very expensive. And as long as you are going far from Tel Aviv, the prices going down and down and down. If you want to rent, you think that you are smart and you want to rent, well, the same apartment to rent is about 7,000 to 8,000 shekels per month, so it's expensive. So actually it's a mission impossible for youngest today to buy the apartment, and most of them or rent them or just driving out of Tel Aviv and coming every morning if they want to work in Tel Aviv. So actually I'm a millionaire because I have an apartment in Tel Aviv, 5 bedrooms, okay? But when I bought it, it was much more cheaper. Today I can buy maybe one room. Well, I cannot sell it because where I'm going to live. I need to spend the money. My apartment is already very old, and to buy a new one, even smaller one, I need to spend all the money. So why to leave the big one? So I am staying in the same place. I hope it's not falling down at the next earthquake in here. There is a lot of earthquake in here. Because Israel is located on the Syrian African Rift. A very big breaking point, which is located and divided between the continent of Africa and Asia. Israel sitting on the African continent. So geologically, Israel actually on Africa, but geographically we belong to Asia. Okay? And every time that those continents touching each other, we have an earthquake in here. So we have a lot of them. Not so strong, but still, the last strong one used to be about 150 years ago. And all the town of Safed destroyed. A little bit easier than this used to be about 25 years ago, and some buildings in the town of Eilat was collapsing. So, well, the scientists said we should expect it to one which is very, very serious at the next 15 years, and they tell it about 10 years ago, so we close. And they said it's going to be a very big one. Well, it depends where the noise, when they are touching place. And according to this, if it's close to a town, it's probably building collapsing. If it's a far from town, probably no. The money in Israel, we're using shekels. Today, if you're coming with dollars, it's about 3.5 shekels for every dollar if you want to change. If you're coming with euro, it's about 4.2 euro for shekels for 1 euro. So if you change, you know approximately how you are going to get back. My advice to you, when you're paying whatever you eating or buying some souvenirs or whatever, if they ask you to the price, give you the price in dollars, pay in dollars. If they give you the price in shekels, pay in shekels. Because if you do it the other way, you're always getting the very lousy rate. Okay? So just keep some small amount of Israeli shekels in your pocket, because most of the tourism area you can use dollars and the prices coming to you with dollars. Okay? told you, but don't know who are the emperors that the statue made after them. Well, we know, for example, that this statue over there, you see, the costume is a clothes is a Caesar costume. Which one? That one. Okay? So we have plenty of those later. Please.
Ati tu dong makamu siti kha. Desi Herod sampai na kan nalai.
Tour in Caesarea and the theater. I don't need to tell you that this is a theater. A few words about Caesarea from the beginning up to date. So we started with a small village that used to be in here. His name was Migdal Straton, about 240 before Christ. It used to be a pagan village. When we're talking about pagans which mean people who don't believe on the Almighty. Conquered by one of the greatest Israeli kings. His name was Alexander Yanai, around 132 before Christ. And since then it became to be into a Jewish village, which pagans which used to live inside here. And then we are coming to a very important year, and I'm talking about 45 before Christ. Two people arrived from the mountains of Edom to Jerusalem. That was Antipatros and his son Herod. There was the Edomite. They converted themselves to be a Jewish, and they lived in Jerusalem as a politician. And then, 40 before Christ, Augustus Caesar, Roman, arrived to Jerusalem, and he somehow met Herod, and they became to be friends. So 3 years after 37 before Christ, he made Herod the king of Judea, Samaria, and Israel. Now Herod knew that he needed to do at least 3 things if he wants to stay king. First of all, he needs that Augustus Caesar want him as a king, so he built Caesarea. Pay attention to the similar, Caesarea Caesar, after Augustus Caesar, with a very big temple to the honor of the Caesar. Then he wanted the people of Jerusalem like him. So he removed the temple which used to be in Jerusalem and built instead of him a very big temple for the benefit of the people of Jerusalem. Then he knew that the people of the royal family wants to kill him and bring back the kingdom into their family, the Hasmonai family. So he built to himself a shelter place instead, in case he need to run away. And the shelter place is Masada, that we are going to see at the last day of the tour with me. You know that some of you continue to Elat, and this is another.
Caesarea kwa Herod the Great ni sakmisi. Herod the Great ni Israel capital baka ama capital baka to misi. Mamhun mahi movie tiko tiran tiko natin saram le minung ani settle nak minung ani khater nak makisi.
So he's not, but so he's not good.
Made from marble, ready to use, don't jump in please. And behind it, to the left, there is another one from the same age, but made from sandstone. There's a huge difference in between them. Sandstone is very soft.
Now, when we are walking, look to the left, you can see some small map.
ช่วยทันอยู่อีมิทีเดินเชื่อตรงนะมาใกล้มิเทียนเชื่อไหนอันทวนทุยอันทุดูนัวรูปลงหัดเชื่อทันนะด้านที่เสลมันเชื่อทันนะฉันเลือกเฮ็ดเนี่ยฉันกิจอมแล้วคุณชุกขับโป๊ะค่ะที่มันถูกแต่ที่พวกกันเชื่อมาพิเศษมาหรือเปลี่ยนตัวรองจูให้เลือดจะมารุมสับรันสีชูเฮงอุณหกันบุชินาตากันมินิเอฟเฟชั่นอะไรเดียเรียนตัวไม่มาบาลลุงดีมาบาลลุงนี้ตอนที่คุณท้องรุกอาคารดีมาบาลที่คุณนิวอารามมาบาลอันนั้นมาบาลอารามมี4,000 years กันพออีอันนั้นมี6,000 years กันพอเดียนชิม
Lived in Rome, one of the apostles of Jesus. 57 AD, he landing on the port of Caesarea in Israel and immediately walks into the temple in Jerusalem. In there, he made a very big mistake when he allowed to a Greek person, not Jewish, which is came with him, to come with him into the temple, which used to be forbidden to do. And they caught him in the gardens of the temple. They put him onto a trial. On the trial, he was convicted and sent to jail. He was sent to Khrihfa, to Caesarea. So his trial was to be right in Caesarea. He was sent to jail.
Son
Because he was a
Hera
Roman citizen.
in the law kun ha por so go he to he Hera kun kong chim fian su ti ni ka sa fa
People, Romans, Greeks, and Turks together. That was the business. And the first king, which was supposed to be, came from the town of Byzantium, so they called it Byzantium. Okay? Now, so because it's in Byzantium, they made the bathhouses like the Turks doing today. Actually, if you're going to Turkey today, you can find the same bathhouses like this one, and they are still functioning. This is a small pool in the center. People sitting over there. There is a balan, a man which is coming from behind, put on the body hot water. When the body is hot enough, it takes some time to sleep.
tu kan mi za ite hi Hera in apong kan vial te an se
Now look at the picture over here. Just let them a few space in here. Remember I told you about the shallow waterfall, okay? And the palace, and then the ducks that you walk on top of them, and then the big deep waterfall, okay? This is the deep waterfall. This is used to be one of the lighthouses, right in here in the corner. The entrance is to look at the side over there, okay? So this was
Hera siang tang ta kan si ko ni kan dang kan nak ken chan si ma le ta Hera ko ta ke nan do ko ro in ni chu so la Reverend Peter da kan si tu Hera nan do kan phan toi so na te chu na san si lai
atu hi Herod ni arak umnak anando bomba umnak mungka kan zo mi se Caesarea ko chunga umi se hi Caesarea ko hi Herod ni kan capital new to bakarak ser mi se hi Caesarea ko atak taka jo atu ki chunga kan lau arok chang mi Herod akun ne bel te kha pyata yan cha mi se ka zo na kan zo mi se akin le kan nak mi zo kan mumi bantu in thai man man ko mi zo ko atu an te zo hin dili he pe in dilio na tuk mi asar mi ko ai in hi dili kam paka sak mi se er kam her lo pake ti chum paka sak mi se no chu Herod min ma buya ke bang kan so chumi se Caesarea anulia ke lampin ya ke Caesarea kolmi I Caesarea kwa he Israel rama tu nyorum le mi fi mi chamba te anum naksi million na long anum naksi atu an prime minister pa jong hi chuka chun ha Caesarea ku chuma ke dum be mi se nek bench mi jong hi te ka chung be mi se mate chu te na Caesarea lo
Halo, Syria tu nang pampang bentuk kola jo, oke pampang di antua ya, sao di tekin antua, di Mediterranean Sea ini, mi cepin le, kalau mi cepin le tu mi kasih Mediterranean Sea, ini kama sea,
Zophei ke people ba?
Oke, nah, Mediterranean Sea jangka, masa kami tengok tak? Tapi orang kami jangan suruh in kali ada untuk kita.
Surged over it. The city's remains are found on the site's 25 levels, an eternal memorial to humanity's will to exist and an everlasting witness to the war and destruction accompanying human history. Perhaps that is the reason why Megiddo was chosen to serve as an eternal symbol of hope for the future. According to Christian tradition, right here the most important battle for man will take place in the last of days, the final battle.
Megiddo, Timi, Levi, Trendesan kan Zonika tu lagi. Trendesan kan Khrihfa.
Why people build the gate and go all around? Well, it was forbidden to go all around. Come to the city, to the gate. Few reasons. First of all, when we learn it in the Old Testament, the gates of the cities always used to be the place of the trial, the judges. All of the cities were the gates of the city. All the trials used to be there. There are people who go through what it's about to learn what it is. Which is conquered side. His son Solomon died on the kingdom by the brain because King David did it with the force. And King Ahab used to be the one which is built walls and make it into a fortress. Now you can see that this point over here is actually the reason why we came and climb on the top of the hill. See on the valley below us. Now the beginning into this valley, and from here continue to the north. Now when they see the Canaanite town over here, they realize if we are sitting in here, we're sitting on the junction. All every person which wants to use the road, pay. So this is started developing the control junction. This is the reason actually that Israel used to be very wanted. All the emperors, all the years. Before Yeshua came to be wanted by the Jews. Because Israel is sitting on the bridge between Europe and Africa, and Africa to Asia, and Asia to Europe, and sitting there, that's why a very historic.
Kat tu kan kainak tangkong he nak sukar lama. Lambat sen.
Ma kan kainak tang he Megiddo ti se. Megiddo hi Isreal ma pinga ngai mi se. Zeta dia chon mai tang sang bik pathum na se. Jeronga Samprangin tlang po ahin samprang antua jong khansel cha chumahi mekido disi ki kan hu mi ki ohigale ki bese Nazareth se ma Nazareth aki Yesu Christ ki ma Nazareth lang ti aki ma ka Yesu Christ kha Zohan ne Peter ni khan achukan hu hu ti ga anum tu ge ba kan sa ko si tu hasdan ti Isuni asalau ti barwa khan sene cho Eliza le Moses upon te ti mi kha ma tang de ki se John ma hi atapni na he ma hi Eliza nu ni sunam minu athi jami adam ta na ki se Eliza prophet ni sunam minu adam ta na ka ma tang ki se zero na ma tang ni ma tukin dia John Arab Egypt le Israel ka ma ka hi chola to ma chola to tiga ma hi palong follow ma ta John ma mekido ti mi opo ni tiendo ma mekido hi bekam kerua kan amekedo ti stela amekedo kri zum tule zum no tuka ma ka hin ran ade tulai John kri zum ni ka ten halai vole chongwa nuam tin vole chonge dai nak ram salai tin kun ka se
Hello.
Hello.
Sia James, atu kan na for his economy.
Oh hika hi chu ahab siam prang ni rakli mi hika hen Palestine ni an ki big rakap senta zong si siam prang na si
The problem of supplying issue in time of peace could become issue in time of siege. Megiddo main water source was located at the foot of the mount beyond the city.
Thailand, Philippines, in Burma. I've been in Burma too.
Burma. When?
From Thailand, very small piece of Thailand, Burma.
South Africa.
Ahab siang from Batu for kan du. Mai kan du ta ki pin lain shot de la tian ti.
Secretary para kailo se kasinya pastor pani arak zu ambatuk chang ke eh pastor apa ke batuk chang
Bako.
ke sen pastor he
Bas trong kai chong chang.
tlang kha se ka hin kalmer tlang sang big mi in chuk lein ka zai mi se
Carmel chang kan kai leo si Carmel chang akong toy kan chim nak chan salai pastor pani.
Ma ye Bible cha ka mu bantukin Eliza ni prophet zali sungat chemkhona ka se
Mountains, and we are standing on a roof of a monastery, Carmelite monastery. And there is a reason why they built the monastery over here. First of all, the Carmelite Christian which has lived on the top of the Carmel mountains, called Carmelites. They was living in here since the time of Jesus and this. Then they became Christians. And they knew that that was the place of a very well-known historical story. This is the story of Jezebel, the daughter of the king of Sidon, which is getting married to King Ahab. And she came to Israel, living in the town of Isreal, which used to be the capital town of Ahab, when she brought with her 400 prophets. Okay? Now, when they came in here, it was a very big argument between those 400 prophets and Elijah, who is the real God. And they make a bet. And the bet used to be on the top of Mount Carmel, which means in here. And the bet was like this: who is the real God? And everybody was the same. Each one of those 400 prophets. And put a bench of wood on the ground. And each one told his God to bring fire. And Elijah told them to bring us. And they try and try and try and try. Nothing happens. Then Elijah told them, now we're going to see who is the real God. First of all, I'm going to put water on the wood. Then I'm going to call the fire. And he put the water on the wood, and he called God to bring fire on the wood, which is below here in the second I show you. Now, this was the reason why Jezebel hate Elijah. Why actually to kill him. The second time that Elijah actually make her die, actually, was the very funny story. Together with Ahab, her husband, and they saw a beautiful vineyard below, and the king Ahab wants it. So, just a minute. There is a bridge for a train, and behind this bridge of the train, you can see the line of the trees. This is the Kishon River. Not a big one, but still the Kishon River. This is where all those prophets was killed by the people of Elijah. The ancient town of Yokneam, just below us over here, you see the Tel, empty, and the new city of Yokneam over there. A lot of fish ponds all around. You see the Air Force base in front of us, some kind of a triangle, lines for the planes, and we can inside. All this roads over here, up here, this is a very big valley of
그치도 예, 참. 한번 좀 그다음에 세세세티카 아르헨티나 어떤 데나 오메데 그탑 나가다 뜻으로이다 좀 붙여봐
Crusaders in Israel started with the first Crusader, which came Volvin from Boulogne, French, which is take his troops together with a lot of other troops from all the cities in Italy, you know, Venice, Pisa, Genoa, together with all kind of other crusaders from Germany and from Italy. He organized a very big crusader, and all of them came to guard the holy sites of the Christianity in Israel. They landed on the seashore of Israel. They conquered, destroyed, smashed all what used to be in their way, all the way to Jerusalem. Conquered Jerusalem too, and actually created the first kingdom of Jerusalem when Baldwin put himself as the first king of the new kingdom of Jerusalem. That was at the beginning of the actually the end of the 10th century, beginning of the 11th century. About 35 years he was controlling his kingdom, and the one which is continue his way used to be his son. And all the holy sites of the Crusaders used to be in the hand of those Crusaders, together with a lot of a fortress that they built all over the main road in Israel, all the junctions. They control all what's happening here, including two ways enter or exit from Israel through the sea, Caesarea and Carmel. 1187. A very
tunai sungkan Muslimและคริฟา
this yard up to the rooms over there used to be of course all the stands around there. So this is actually something which is digging during the last 50 years.
Yeah, today.
Start to dig and deeper first up to the bottom of the Crusader. Okay? Isreal kwa Isreal Levi City kan liao si Levi Campus Hotel kan liao si Batu hi Zinka akali kan lai ha Hotel Khrihfa kan ai hua kan din liao si Batu hi ani khatna thor ani khatna kan ban ni Hotel le ya Nazi Catholic Church Kalding Kanito. You see,
di Israel kwa zani morning se zan view night view so he zan ni tang kon ni te kwa
Behin kan kalding ni hi kalili veli leile Zoran tiba leya kan kalai acheu chu tipil anak aning delai chu Zoran tiba chun ram dang si cha kan passport dang in visa dang in lu hau tia kan di tu hi levi khwa kan mi loi levi hotel kan thu ni si tu tom bala kan so chang lai di lo
Here in a special cemetery together with one of his students, only those two. And later on there is another school which is joining them. And I'm talking about the Rambam, the Maimonides, a very important rabbi which has lived in Egypt, passed away around the 11th century. He was a very famous rabbi because he was a famous doctor, but also a very famous rabbi. And he wrote a book which is named The Guide for Travelers. And all the Jewish rules were written over there. When you are a Jewish, you want to live in an isolated island, and you don't know anything about the rules, all what you need is to take this book with you, and it's all written over there. So it's making a very famous rabbi, and when he passed away, one of his last requests was to be buried in Israel. So his students brought him into Israel, and they buried him together with his father at the same cemetery that Rabbi Yochanan, the son of Zophei, was buried. So today there is 4 graves over there. Yochanan ben Zophei and his student, the Maimonides, his father. And his nickname was the Great Eagle. Maimonides also buried Tiberius. There's another important 2 graves over here. This is Rabbi Akiva and his wife Rachel. Rabbi Akiva, one of the ones which started the great revolt of the Jewish against the Romans. He started in Caesarea. One day, walks out from his synagogue. There was a pagan guy which is annoying him. He started to argue with him. There was a Roman officer who walks next to them, tries to separate it between them. And you know what's happened when you're putting your nose in a fire that you not belong to. Both of them facing to him, hit him and killed him. And that was one of the reasons to the great revolt of the Jewish against the Romans, because pull it out and blend in a new one instead. So it's not a tree, it's some kind of a planet. Now all the bananas in here is for export.
Actually, the people who came back to Israel, Jerusalem, after 50 years, used to be already speaking Hebrew.
Silence, people, please silence. Por favor, silencio.
Okay, can see something to be quick touch on something. See, do you to get dance there? Done. Khrihfa, Khrihfa, slowly, and run. Check การศึกษา
Go ahead, Ben. Oh, took sa may pool.
Blessed are they hunger thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. The ancient garden boat. Giải thích rằng tụi em sẽ phải là đi tàu với na ăn chay lâu nhiều khi cả khi nó thu được là chuyện là đi nào là sĩ là làm gì phải số ăn kết đi đen ăn chay từ không đi cả là số tiền là hơn cả sáu tiền đi đấy tôi chung nói về tiền lòng chung bàn cả chung tiền lòng chung để chỉnh lại
Thank you.
I am the associate pastor of Zophei Baptist Church in Indianapolis, Indiana. He is our senior pastor. He is our president of our church. We are from the church. It is so nice to see you. That's we are in the same boat, spiritually, physically, and mentally, and economically, in everywhere we are in the same boat. Thank you very much for your attention. As we all know, the Sea of Galilee, the surrounding areas, Jesus was spending his time for so many days and doing so many miracles. So I would like to share a very, very short message. We just heard the information about the Galilee and the surrounding areas and very precious information. Now, I would like to share the spiritual message with a very, very few minutes. I would like to take the scripture portion which is taken from, according to the Gospel, Luke chapter 8, verse 22 and the following. There we have seen that Jesus and his disciples were riding the boat the same with us. That time, unexpectedly, the storm hit them. So when the storm hit them, Jesus was sleeping. So let us look around where Jesus might be sleeping. Maybe the back or somewhere around. The Bible says that in the back. So when the storm hit them, their boat was about to sink, started drowning. So the disciples were afraid, and they were in a very, very dangerous situation. They cannot help themselves to stop. With human ability, with human wisdom, with human strength, they cannot stop the storm. Right? Nobody can stop the storm. So, that time, they woke up Jesus and invite him. As soon as they woke up Jesus, and Jesus stopped the storm. With the power of Jesus Christ, the storm was stopped. The storm obeyed him immediately. So my message, and from this scripture portion, what we have learned, and let us learn from this message about that is, let us wake up Jesus whenever we are in danger situation, whenever we are in critical situation, whatever situation, let us wake up Jesus and invite him. We will see the miracles. Hallelujah. We will see the miracle. Jesus will do his part. Our part will be inviting him. Let us wake him up every time. Whenever we are in dilemma, we are in sad or happy or whatever situation, let us invite Jesus. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
The mystery of the 2,000-year-old boat. To whom did this boat belong? To Jesus and his disciples, to the fighter of them.
Please.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sanga imi tasaram si dianti sinating an minong million so period minani an ram an zong kanin atatika an ram ni dibantukin sindide te tampia kung an chin mi kan khona ban la le tampia chin king kung mi vial te he an kan sim na chin chom mi long te si dianti lai tlang he kan ep chun sia chun kan ni chu a hring che mi kha kan ro char tari ani ram chu a ro char mi kha an thin tar than chu kan ni dan na ka si along mi hun aron mi hun po hin chin thlang ding hin an tu ki lung atam tuk cha balai sa ti sa tom la atom tuk ran atu kachimi hi Siberia kanda agriculture view kachimi si alo an le kuang kan ti dai mo an zai kuang kan ti dai de khai chi chin dang an tu mix si do so
you see the line of the Lebanese border to the left, you can see the line of the what used to be the Syrian border to the right, mountains. You can see the valley, middle, north, right, and the very, very low. Used to be the people.
Syria hai anaram ridnak asi dia
tractor, if they used to miss at the first shell, they used to eat them. And today it's a very poor one because there is no snow in the water. It's about half of what is regular. Okay? Still, you see the Jordan, mountain Jordan River, not the part of the baptized, but still the Jordan River. Yeah, we have got Maher, our driver, drive slowly. Both sides.
Zophei he an sini he akin calling he an valai achia tak valai achia tak kese tu aja bantu sini dia mai hai kong si dia ganti Syria ramri tak tu aja
nobody allowed to be in between the fences. You see the signs on the left already? You cannot miss them, right? Nobody goes there. And in between the fences, nobody allowed to be. And there is a people, soldiers, their job was to watch you from the fences and nobody walking there. And if they see somebody to send the patrol to check what he is doing over there. You can see the lower door.
Syria ramchu kan bechangi Syria ramchu kan kan liose Isreal in IP ni han ni dito ai nai tai hian si ram return of halo mi ken si cha chun tu leo ala ngai ni CC eletlam katilai CC pole kan neral tok lak ka se
and because he came in winter time, used to be a lot of water in here, melting snow. It was a beautiful piece of nature. So he decided to build a temple in here to the benefit of the god Pan, which used to be the god of nature and shepherds at the time. And the place himself called Panias after the god Pan. The problem is that the Arabs, which is controlled a lot of years in this place, don't have the letter P in their language. They say B instead of P, so it became to be Banias instead of Panias. So Alexander the Great built his temple in here, dedicated him to the god Pan, and then they left. And the Roman was in here after the Hellenists. About 100 years after he built the first temple, the Romans built in here another temple. This time dedicated him to the god Zeus. Zeus, the god of the goddess. Next to him, after another 90 years, another temple by the Romans dedicated to the goddess Nemesis, the goddess of revenge. Pay attention who is in charge of the revenge, women. Next to it, another temple was built, this time dedicated to the remains of the holy goats. And we talked about it later on. Next to it, another temple, this time dedicated to the dancing goats, because the people at the time believed that when the goats are dancing, this is good for the fertility. So, you know that King Herod, like the fourth wife of his used to be the priest, the Samaritan girl, and he had 3 sons from her, Archelaus, Antipas, and Khrihfa. And then he wants to begin to be the king, and he wants to have some kind of attaching to the royal family. So he divorced Uriel,
tuần đều do đan ti ba ai thọc lang ti mi kha ara luan nak si lai le bia in kan chim sia chun atu hi ti van tha ta tak tlang tang in a chua na ta tak kan va tha tu hi do đan ti van tha khi tlang khin khi tang khin ni ti hin arai khi khin kong tang khin ti aputi ti khi ti aputi atu hi ai thok lang si ai thok lang so chun achak ka nu kan lang ban tu an toi a hai le ya kan chun ti ka pi ya ai cha tu hi so kan ti ban ha si no ti ban ha chun bak kha si hin ai thok ni so ni chin ni kan so kan ti ban sai kan kan lang yang kha tu hi chun lai le ya kan chun ti ban ha zo ti ban fun su bon ho ma pin kha cha.
Well, when you're looking at the upper niches, this is the place that they used to put the statues of the goddess, okay? Now, I don't know if you heard about the god Pan before, but the god Pan, the god of nature, used to be a very ugly one. He used to have horns on his head, and he used to have legs like a chicken, very ugly, but he was the god of nature, and this temple is dedicated to him. Next to him, over there, where is it's all collapsing in, you see the remains of the temple which is dedicated to the god of the goddess, Zeus. Okay? Next to it, you can see there is only flat floor, and you can see she's still hanging, didn't fall down yet. Okay? Over there. This is the temple which used to be there, dedicated to the goddess Nemesis. And behind her, where is the walls, you can see it on the picture. Right in here, we will walk through there later on. You can see the temple which is dedicated to the remains of the holy gods. And this is the most interesting one. Because, and the truth says he is buried in here. Whom to believe, your guess is good as mine. Okay? Follow me.
Eliza arak nak lung kuazong se hikam hai tia hin Peter khalung tum tia arak tinak Jesu Christ kabu kadi lai tinak chun Jordan tiwa anha zong ase harmon tang sam Jordan tiwanha Eliza arak nak lung kwa ase
mata patikala
Look to the right, front, the ruins of the ancient town of Crusader. People using the black stones in here much more cheaper than to bring the limestones.
Long long, this is long long bit. From long long this long. Long need to show me now.
we are going to be on the St. Peter restaurant. This is tradition in every Christian group to eat the St. Peter fish. It is provided by the people of the restaurant, the local community, the ladies, from the pools, of the different tastes of the pool, of the natural water. This fish coming from the water of the bay, fresh fish, on the right size, delicious. And if you don't know what is the kind of the St. Peter fish, I'm sure that you know the English name of it, the tilapia.
bago zacząć pewną kasy to tourism tentang tapi kakit tahu tourism sih itu bus lokal sih bikin bus tourist bus lokal sih ini tentang langsung tourist kayak orang tujuan sih Jesus ini kan kuat ini memang cacung ini kasih tu tombala cuma kan nilai saya dah kan cinta lain tu betul kan cinta lain si tong hi sinakok tong hi tu si sinakok tong hi ma tong pan hi kan lah kan cuma lang ban sekan jo sinakok hi ni se he are for David star yang sa David star ni hehe kan di peci papu kini bentuknya tentang misi ada
I told you that the village was very big. These walls protected the property that the Franciscans bought in here. I already told you the Franciscans put themselves to guardian the holy sites of Christianity in Israel. They bought this property over here because of the house of Peter in here. And when they started to dig all around, they found also the very ancient synagogue, which is just behind you over there. They built on a pillar their brand new church, also octagon shaped, because the house of Peter used to be an octagon house. And they, what they do beautifully, the floor of the new church, they made the floor made from glass. And you can see the ancient one from the inside of the new one over there. Now the house of Peter used to be, as I told you, an octagon shape. Also, the Byzantine, when they recognized the place, they put another wall octagon shape around when they turn it into a chair. So it's not just the house of Peter, it's also a chair, it's a chair, which is the new one.
Atu hi kapem ko kan sila kan se kan pasta pani kan chicken nak sang slai
hi sinibok ko hi arum ngai mi ko si asal tak tak vai amit to na tin asau hi an ko zong serning hi par ko ngai se ni roman se jon ngai ni ko chom yan si ka khan phaisa ngi mian se jon hi sinibok si adwan kami pungzeli yang nak sak ni se pungzeli yang sak jang atu yang hu se jon pungz khadan dak sak mi jong pa tu ki an choi archaeology to ni muthang jon ka ni Peter ni se Peter in tak tak siloi at in chung tham in yakin thar an sak chap ni se jon kalaga Peter ai chona siniko le in kalaga chona te paga tam to ina polisi al he chain bekam huna hin he ni ti chok ni adam ter mi ka bekam huna ni se jon ral boy pa rom ral boy ta pa adam ter mi jong ka hi kam huna se mi cho pan hi jong ka hin jisu ni adam ter mi na ka se kam bu makha kon ki
Sara Souza, bom dia, pastor. Bom dia.
cho tunai pinlei kan sakche kan sakche mi star ti mi daily star ti mi kha Israel flag a ken star ti mi kha chuang hi chu daily star chu ti kyang hi Israel tel chun na symbol na an to kan si ti kha dong na kha kan no ko sim to kha ti ta si ta ro tuan de kan to ja ti chu kha aleng lai ta chu in kan ti kha chu na si ti ban to ke ya kan ko san to ni lai ken yang kan to ni si
of the Multiplication Church. The church, the brand new church over there, built on the top of the rock that Jesus blessed the fish and the bread on top. The historical story tells us about Jesus, which is sitting next to some rocks, next to the seashore, and his disciples came to him, told him, we need to send the crowd home. There's a lot of people over here. So Jesus asked them why. The answer was, it's already evening, they need to eat. So Jesus asked them why we are not feeding them in here. The answer was, we don't have enough food. What we have, Jesus asked. And the answer was 2 fish and 5 pieces of bread. So Jesus asked his disciples to bring it to him, put it on the rock which he sit next to him, gave his blessing to the food, and it was enough for 5,000 people without the women and the children.
Kahun he ang boy pa Zophei arak len niwe adusul tu bol minung thong ma he kahun ang ko naksak lewa ang potam tu ke seitan ken mu dia arak tin hai ak chepa de ni nga pan ni na sang reu danga ka ken te ji mak pat chu ape di mi thong ani kim te an ra ena ta si chen hi ka chak le he sang chung chon pya ra le hun le he akai pin ha ki ka hun chu tu kan phanak se
hello
Dentro è
ready cho ai đó ta sẽ ra lấy sang ạ lấy sang ạ cái ready cả lên ready đi just cho cái cái hình screen còn lên nặng cho select cái cái lên chân này cái thang không okay done atuhi October Nikolne Nili Tommy Caesarea Isreal Ram Holyland Tour I pick me say welcome to Jordan Baptist site on the Jordan River Jordan Tiba kami tipu pindah pindah si Jordan Tiba pindah kami situ kan di sana Isreal Alan Isreal flag tim sini Isreal flag sini
every star to me and like this every star every to me star na right na
Tại thế, bố biết chúng đưa tin ba, rồi ra tin ba, anh mà đến, tôi đâu sẽ đưa tin ba sẽ. Amen.
Tu hi Reverend Bakasau Boshini Zadan Tiva Tipi Pek Hani Si Tu Pek Chang Mi Khi Mi Fundang Pan Hoya Si Koi Thang Kok Hungary Mi Kun Si Hungary Mi Kun
Turn to face me, Marion, that's it.
Maria
Yay!
Atu hi Hungary Mi Kun Thiam Zodan Tiva Zophei Baptist Church Pastor Reverend Bakasau Boshini Tipi Pek Hani Si Amen.
Good job. Hello, welcome.
Pendang Pacem Ciam Amate in Abakali when the Kasa version keeping packing Abasumi Si Tuki John Piak Leo Si
Father and the Son and the Spirit.
Amen. Cuman selo keeping packing line up to a Tuki Reverend Bakasau version keeping packing Si
Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. May God bless. Elena, don't be scared. Don't scared. Do you believe Jesus Christ? I will baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. For your glasses. In the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit.
Amen. Roll up in. Với thông thang mang hiểm adu mình xin.
Nice to see you. You're 3 times too? 3 times. Okay.
Ani ni amate tipilin adu mi Amaten boitum agin si kan bakal sawo boitum si Indian police mi Zophei Baptist Church senior pastor si tu bantugin mi phundang pipi ni na pipi na peng hai tiga kan mai kan ma hoi jong tin na peng ha tiga betinda na ni mo
kalung ngai samang selo hi tharon ne ton ase menuro na zena selo tharon ne ton ha cha iban tugin Yesu Kristo kam tu ke pasi dia ibu lang ne tong lang ni ke pebe ke cha ba tong kalong ma tong kalong be
se an ma te na no mi te pin na peng min ha anin hutiga an rak ra riang mang ni an rak in futiga lom untuk khungsan menung pasai sada na peng ha mi phundang kha
barok
satu
Timakumin hi solin kasi kan Khrihfa buzat bisi Khrihfa upa bakat kasi be tu hi kan Khrihfa bu minin thor kan kalyos Isreal thor kan ratios hi tu he ni thumna asachang nihin hi October tha nikul le neli 2017 ase kan kalchia nak hi tu Jordan teva Galilee tebentuk undang tam pia kan kalcang anuam ngai kan lungpui ngai nihin hi Nazareth khua Mary ti khor lek khana khua tebentuk kan kalri lai kan lungpui ngai kan pastor te pen hi lek Khrihfa dang ko hoi lek Khrihfa pa dang he kan ra kan lungpui khau ta tak le Israel ram chu pathian thachu mi ram sitika tebentuk in chan kan khomi hi kan ma chan lak thiam kan thiam ronga silawin pathian ni program kan soibiak ni sitia kan ro kan lo tak kan lo ta
ano
to the army. That way, actually, they need to pay him with the rest of the days. And it probably helped him later on because after he finished his career in the army, he went to politics. He became to be the Minister of Defense of Israel. And probably a lot of all his orders used to be those people that he actually saved their lives. The end of him wasn't nice. After he retired, he became to be an amateur fisherman.
Family members. When they arrive, during the celebration, they find out there is no more wine. So Mary tells to Jesus, do something. And the answer of Jesus was, Mother, my time didn't came yet. But you know the Jewish mother, she would insist. They called the good Jewish mother. So he took the jars of the water and filled them with wine. The wine was very, very good. And you know that in ancient times, if the people would see that the wine was running over before the end of the wedding, they probably were saying one to the other, if we cannot take care of his wedding, for sure we can take care of his wife later on. But in here, people pay attention that the best wine actually sell, and he had to do it. So he says one to the other, if
the best one in the end, which means it's going to be very successful. Because when you're serving the wine, you give it most of the time the best one at the beginning, and after 2-3 drinks, you don't care what to drink anymore. Okay, so the wine was very, very strong. Now, we are standing at the original place, which is before this tradition. It used to be the house that the wedding take place in. Usually at the ancient time, they used to do it in houses. And most of the houses used to be some kind of a small houses with a small yard at the center called patio. And this used to be the place of the wedding. Whereas those people take the pictures of the earth, this is one of the strongest, not the jar of the wine. No way that Jesus did two like this one in his head. This is the place that you put the jar of the wine inside. Because part of the jar of the wine at the ancient time used to be in a shape that you cannot just put them there. Must somebody something to hold them. This was actually a wine holder. One of two which used to be here because we talked about two jars of wine. Or we said jars, which means more than one. Okay? And all around in here, behind all those glasses, this is the remains of the yard used to be in here in the house used to be behind them. Now in here, so people are trying and they ask you to take your pictures, just follow me to the area of the exit. Everybody. Signs in here. Then you can see it. Right now it's now you can see the green them again.
Isreal background. Sorry.
But there is a reason why they put this in here. And in this case, I think they was right. Because all this square in here used to be still Arab property, private. They decided to build a mosque in here. And they went to the authorities and they get all the license to build it. When they start to build the church, their church, they didn't like the idea. So they start to stop them by going to the courthouse, to the Supreme Court, nothing helped. They had a license and they want to build. But then, last options, the church goes to the Pope, and the Pope gives some phone calls to the people which used to be in charge when they build the mosque in here, tell them, well, I cannot stop you from building over there, but if you build it, I'm going to stop from building all the mosques all over the world. And this is help, and they didn't build it. But it's made them very hungry. Some kind of a plague.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
Temple di street Archonlin Temple Kang Si Cuman selalu tujuh Muslim an Oke an Mata Si Khrihfa Theory Stilau Alioa Isreal an Archonlin na Nazareth Boy Temple di Si Khrihfa Buddha Stilau Atau an Kuchung Zau Tiga Kuchung Rang Rang Di 95% Jews, 5% belong to Asia bentuk thun Silicang tôi làm mấy chuyện cái đó Lazar có chung asi Lazar có chung nên tôi chuan cô làm cao cái hình đó tôi làm cô đây là làm công ấy chụp tiếp làm tôi quên làm sai làm chung hết rồi phân xử lý cô chẳng thì làm công hết cần pasang đó cả mắt chung ok thiết làm cả mắt yang untuk coba limpahkan okay
in Joachim in Jerusalem. And then she grew up, educated, came to be by the priest of Jerusalem. Actually, she was educated. And then she began to be engaged by a matchmaker. The Orthodox Jewish until today getting married by a matchmaker. And otherwise there is no way that she knew Joseph, which is lived in Nazareth. She lived in Jerusalem. And when she became to be engaged to Joseph, she came to live at the house of her uncles, which used to be in Nazareth, not far from the house of Joseph. When she was already here, waiting for the wedding, the angel came to her, tell her that she is going to have a baby with the Holy Spirit. And she was writing what have Joseph to say about it. It wasn't so easy to remember. And the angel lets her tell her that he is going to speak with Joseph too. And actually Joseph, when he heard about it, wants to send her back home. But to avoid her from the shame, he was a very good-hearted person, he decided to wait for darkness. In the meantime, the angel arrived to him to tell him this is really the Holy Spirit. And Joseph agreed to marry Mary, although he never touched her until the baby was born. This is the biblical story about the signs. The church herself. In the time of Jesus, the village was a Jewish village, a very small one, small houses, but every house, below the house used to be a cave. And usually they used to live in those caves, not because they didn't know how to build houses. Very hot area below the surface, much more cooler. So they dig below the houses in cave, and they used to be over there above the mountain. So the house of Mary's uncle above. Which is turned to be to the first church here built by the Byzantines. When they recognized the place it used to be Mary's house, they turned it into a Byzantine church. The cave. The house wasn't existing, only the church. This Byzantine church destroyed by the Persians when they arrived in here, 7th century. It stays in ruins until the 10th century when the Crusaders arrived to Israel. They also recognized it in Adam to eat from the fruit. So God punished Eve too when he sends to her in a pain to deliver babies. You can see the second picture symbolized in a pain to deliver babies. Third picture, any idea? Cain killing Abel, belonging. Over here, another picture from the Old Testament. No need to talk about this one, of course. Noah and the flood. And Abraham tried to sacrifice Isaac. You can see the knife in Abraham's hand. You can see the angel hold him and says, don't touch the boy. And the ram, the deer is waiting on the bushes over there. Beautiful door, all dedicated to the Old Testament. Then we come into the other door, which is all dedicated. Here. You can see on the top to the left, the stable where Jesus was born. Now, there was enough in Bethlehem, and there was in a stable, lived in a stable, not because there was food. Probably when they arrived there, it was fully booked hotels, so they catch a place to sit over there, which is turned to be a temporary hotel. And Jesus born over there. On the right side, you can see the crucifixion sign, when Jesus was crucified by the Romans. The sermon on the Mount, next to the seashore of the Sea of Galilee, running away to Egypt when Herod Archelaus tried to kill Jesus. Later on, very cruel but very beautiful. You can see how the Jewish Herod's soldiers tried to kill every baby under the year of 2 in attempt to kill Jesus. Jesus baptized by John on River Jordan. And you can see here how Joseph tried to teach Jesus to be a carpenter like him, but something better happened to him, and I'm very glad for this. Truly glad, because this guy brought us a lot of work. Yeah. Gonna be in Israel, very strong, next to Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Maybe this.
masih dibaca kan di mereka tentang aneka
Be very humble on the other side of the statue.
Joseph, Stacy.
We cross